for joining us. I'm very happy to introduce a very good friend of mine. I would say that last time I went in Bulgaria, I had the pleasure to meet them. And this is Galin from Zlatna, Bulgaria, and Hora Naroda. That has an incredible, mission in the name of humanity and specifically for Bulgaria. So hello, welcome to the Quantum Manifestation Protocols. Please introduce yourself and tell me your story in short, and then we'll discuss everything you would like to do.
Yeah, so my name is Galin Ivanov. I'm born in northeast Bulgaria. It's in the land called Dobruja. So 2 years ago, I started to work with my friend who's called Plamen, and we create an organization called Hora Naroda. Our mission is to unite the people from Bulgaria, from outside, from Europe. You know that more than 3 million Bulgarians left the country last 20-25 years. So our mission is to unite these people and to fight against the mafia in Bulgaria, to fight against the whole bad things from inside and outside, and to give the people, power for fight, power to continue, power to think about our future, and to help our future generation as well, to fight with us against the evil. So in the last 2 years, we start to work with local farmers, to work with all the people in Bulgaria who want change. The change, because, in Bulgaria it's very hard to live.
Can you tell some of the political situation and what really happened in this 30 years to Bulgaria? Maybe a little bit of history so everybody to see, because we're going to have audience from around the world watching this in English. You're like a historian. I know you know exactly what is going on.
1989, after the Bulgarian communism fall, they lied the people that democracy is coming to Bulgaria. So mafia start to ruin everything in Bulgaria, which was created by the people during the 60s, 70s, and 80s. We had a great nation who win a lot of disciplines in sport. We built a lot of things. We had a great army, strong army. After these years, everything was bad things start to happen in Bulgaria. So mafia ruin everything, and they control everything. They sold our land to companies which is outside the Bulgaria. So they control our land, our water, our gold. They stole our gold as well, diamonds, everything. But the people in Bulgaria, we have a strong energy, because in the history we know that Bulgaria is the first civilization in Europe which was create everything, like we give yesterday was 24th of May, more than 3 million of people writing or on our alphabet. So we gave a lot of things to the other Slavs, like Russians, Ukrainians, Belarusians, Serbians, even the Mongolians writing on our alphabet. So 2004, we joined in NATO, and one of the things they told us before that was to destroy our rockets, which was, our defense system from our enemy countries. And we had the army, and after that, 2005, 6, 7, so year after year, we start losing our power. And now we're in NATO, but we don't have any power to protect ourselves. We have to waiting for someone. If somebody attack us now, we don't have any defense system. If America or other NATO countries don't defend us, we are lost, So 2007, we joined in the European Union with believe that we believe that when we join in this union, we're gonna grow in the process. But these Europe leaders start to protect the mafia in Bulgaria, start to help them, and we don't have anybody who can help us. And you see that the geopolitics, like in Russia and America, everything has changed, even in China. But the countries like Bulgaria are left alone. And with this mafia here in our country, we cannot do anything alone. So the main reason we start with this organization is to give the people
Хора от Народа
hope.
organization, correct?
Yeah.
Хора от Народа, да.
We need to give a hope to our Bulgarians, to all the Bulgarians, and to start to grow the power, and then to eliminate the mafia in Bulgaria, and to help a politic party or organization other like us, to start to help the country. That's the main reason we start with this organization.
So basically, you were
people-
living in, you actually lived in, I believe, in England for how many years? 8 years?
Yeah, I lived there for 5, 6 years.
That's right. So what happened is then you came back to Bulgaria, you decided to go back to Bulgaria, and you team up with Plamen Angelov, who had, similar ideas as yours. And when you collaborated, you actually, I know from you, correct me if I'm wrong, that you were going and you decided to open a little store where you can put in that store, shopping, store for food and everything else, that you can bring all the, food from Bulgarian farmers. And I remember you went into little towns and you gather seeds. You ask, the old Bulgarian farmers to give you certain seeds. And you went into places that they had with animals, flocks and stuff like that. And in Bulgaria, you were able, basically, I saw you growing, because when I went there to visit, it was just amazing to me to see how you guys, from something very like an idea, you planted the seed, and what you created, you bring in directly the farmers to your store. People start calling you. You end up helping so many farmers, so many people that basically were producing food. So I know your humble explanation, but I want to brought up the prospect of what you boys created. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. I've been watching the progress, because from that little thing, people start realizing it. I was in a car when we went to TATЯНА-с.Крагулево, and somebody was calling and telling, and they were asking the produce that whatever they have, and you told them that the only way you can help them if their produce is basically vegetables, everything should be organic and non-GMO and healthy, because you wanted to bring the true sovereignty of the real food, the true taste that was basically taken away from the Bulgarian nation. which is somebody like me that is living abroad for 30 years. I literally, we know, and I know because I talk to a lot of people like me, we know that we left when it was very difficult in Bulgaria because we were running away from the cartel that was there, the way things were. We saw that. But then we're very patriotic inside because look what I'm doing, look what I'm doing with everybody that is following me. But at the same time, when we come, we see the difference between before and what is now. And it's very sad to see the Bulgarian nation was so strong as a soul, as a warriors, but they've been suppressed for so long from these cartels that are being basically in the pockets of international interests. And it doesn't matter who they are, whatever they do in this cartel, we got to combine the nation and everybody that is out of the country, like Bulgarians, to help Bulgaria, like people like you, because you were able from that little store now became like a franchise. And everybody, you actually supplying all these stores around the country in Bulgaria, in different towns, with true Bulgarian food that is non-GMO and is organic, and you end up getting the seeds from a long time ago. And I can vouch for that because I tasted the stuff that were in your store and is the true Bulgarian taste that I remember from 30 some years ago. So I know you end up bringing back what is lost. But at the same time, could you please talk about the fact that the villages, everybody moved from the villages into the big city, and the cartel end up taking over this land to build a power structure there for electricity, wind power, turbines, and everything else. And they end up taking away that beautiful land that we need to produce their food. Would you mind talking about that?
Yeah, you know, when I was in England, because I live in London, so when I was there during the weekends, I was free and I wanted to travel a bit. So I go to west. I go west. I was in the villages near the Wales. You know, that's West England. So I travel a lot actually, and I saw there a lot of farmers with local shops in the villages. Every shop in their village has stock from the farms, local farms, like lamb, vegetables, eggs, cheese, everything. They don't have their storage from the outside
Like a
countries.
farmer's market and
That's right,
stores. That's
farmers
right.
market.
That's in,
Yeah.
in US, they know that.
So in Bulgaria, we have a big stores in every city, even in the villages, which which are not they're not
Franchises.
Bulgarian. Yeah,
Franchises.
they're not Bulgarian shops, you know. And our farmers who create the proper vegetables, fruits, cheese, whatever, they don't have a place when can they sell
Market.
their stuff. Yeah, they don't have a market.
And they
So
also were doing
our
something like going after the farmers, right? They were destroying animals, they were destroying food, and they were suppressing them
yeah,
so they can
that's right.
sell their products. And they were
Yeah,
basically suppressing Bulgaria.
because they buy these things outside very cheap and sell, and they sell it in Bulgaria for very expensive price.
That's right.
So they kill every animals like sheep, like pigs, chickens, so many different kind of diseases on these animals. And the people, what can they do? They just leave. They just go to the cities or just left the country. So our main reason to create this shop first in
Хора от
Harmony,
народа.
Hora, Naroda, 2 years ago, was to help to these farmers, and their stock has a market in our shop. And then a lot of people start to asking us, you know, when you're gonna open in Sofia, in Turnovo, in so many different
And how many
cities in
shops you have
Bulgaria.
now?
Now we have more than 15 partners in the whole country, and I think in during these 2, 3, 4 months, we're gonna grow to 50 at least.
Are you planning to do a farmer's market where you have Borsa farmer's market you own?
Yeah, of course. Our plan is to create as many as shops in the whole country, like in Varna, in Sofia, in the big cities on different locations, so we can help the local farmers.
Yeah, if you don't
That's the
mind,
main
I
reason.
can share a screen to show your
Mhm.
basically platform.
Yeah,
That's the web. We're gonna play 2 videos that I downloaded, but this is your Zlatna Bulgaria that everybody can watch that from all the Bulgarians from out the country. Please watch his channel because it's incredible information. This is also Hora od Naroda, their Facebook page. And I believe that you can also order stuff from them. And this is Latna Bulgaria, which is basically
my
the
main page. Yeah.
platform with so many people that are following a lot of information here. Uh, and you guys can basically look at this is how they're planting stuff and how important is this with all the information that is here. This is one of the stores, Hora of Naroda store, and they're opening in different towns. You can also see that is always a promotion. And if you want to look at Hora of Naroda BG, they basically I believe that they have a website, and the website you basically can go and order whatever you wish. They also have in different languages, and this is everything that you want to order from here. They have different food. You can see products, and this is the food that they're producing. And I want to emphasize here that this food is coming directly from the farmers. Some of them are really people with the old recipes. This is the true Bulgarian organic and non-GMO food. A lot of the seeds are basically from farmers, and they help so many people. They also did they also in their shops, in their stores, they also give food for older people, to help the older people. But this is incredible mission here, so I'm gonna stop sharing here. Going back to you, you were also helping a lot of older people. Every week you were giving some food, I know. Would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, from Monday till Friday, every day, during the lunchtime, we give to the elder people mostly, and the people who doesn't have any money. Uh, we give them
That is
free
a
food.
great cause. And what
Yeah,
is the address in Varna, Bulgaria, of your original first store that you started with Plamen and you?
yeah, it's called Dubrovnik 17. That's the address of
Dubrovnik
the street address.
17 in
Yeah,
Varna, Bulгария, или
street
Dubrovnik
called Dubrovnik.
17.
Yeah,
Срещу детската градина в квартал
yeah,
Левски.
Levski.
Да,
Yeah.
точно така. И който иска, аз пак ви казвам всички българи да, if you want to all the Bulgarians, please go and visit the stores because it's incredible food in there. I can vouch for that because I taste it myself and I was constantly buying. So
They
what are
can
your
find us.
plans? I'm sorry?
They can find us. They can find us on Hora Naroda Touch BG, and they can find all the location of our stores in Bulgaria.
Yeah, that's right. You can basically, here it is. Uh, you can find them over here. Хора от Народа is right here. horootnaroda.bg, and all the information is
If you
here,
go
whatever
up,
you...
you're gonna see location of the stores. Yeah, down a bit. Yeah,
Over here?
down a bit. Yeah.
Over
Down,
here.
down, 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 down a bit.
A little bit more.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, information for all the stores, and when you click here, you actually
Yeah,
see all the
everything. Yeah.
addresses. Look at this in Dobrich, in Varna, in all the places. You have people that basically are collaborating with you. Basically, you have they have a store, but they put a section of your products. And these products, by the way, they are directly, again, produced from producers, from people, and is directly, there's no middle guy in between, basically.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Great job. Okay, so we share that. We have to share this stuff so people know. So what is your idea to continue for the future? Of course, we want to bring people back into the rural areas, whereas the villages, so people can start reproducing again and make a mini call, because it cannot be in a village only one person to produce and everything is desolate, that is nobody there. It's got to be a community in a village that everybody is producing and helping each other out, correct?
Yeah. So the main reason, like I said, we start with these shops is to help the local farmers. So our plan for the future is to create as many as we can shops, as many shops as we can during the this year 2025, and now we start a program with the supermarkets or the Bulgarian markets who's selling different food, like from the outside, from the inside, from everywhere. So we start to create sectors in every market, which is called Hora Naroda. And for example,
Partnership, for
that's right.
example, in big store, and you're gonna have your own section of Hora Naroda.
Yeah,
So
not only
basically,
in
it's
the
a
big stores.
partnership.
Yeah, not only the big stores. Or for example, if you have a small shop in Varna, you can we
Contact
can
you.
collaborate. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can start a partnership, and we have our section which is called Hora Naroda, and we start to give you products from the local farmers, and you're gonna sell these products to
And
the
what are
people.
your requirements if somebody wants to collaborate with you? What are the requirements so your product it's authentic and stays the way you want it that to be, so it's not being manipulated?
So every day we have a strong connection with these farmers, and we know exactly this stock from where it's came. From where we take this stock, because every day we're gonna go. We're going to farmers and see how the cheese is creating, how the milk is creating, this what kind of food eating these animals. So we know exactly what kind of food we sell in our shops. So and the price, a lot of people think that the price is very expensive, but it's not. Actually, our products are very cheap compared to the other shops which sells this kind of food, like organic food.
Yeah,
So a
I've
lot of
seen
people, yeah,
incredibly the prices are just the prices in organic food I've seen, and I'm not gonna say names, were more expensive than in America.
yeah,
It's just insanity. But then I was thinking, why is this possible? And I think because they're exporting the food instead of producing it within the country. Because when I grew up in Bulgaria, I'm born in 71. I remember the taste, and I still have if I taste like a grape from the vine, I can tell you any grape, if this was the grape from my childhood or is something genetically modified. It's a
we are
big difference
selling,
in the taste.
yeah, we are selling a natural food, not organic food, because that's have a big difference between the two food. Like or not natural food is like
You mean
you
natural
put
food?
the you put the natural food. You put the tomato in the ground, and then this tomato, uh, it's we don't put any chemicals in this tomato, only the water, and that's it. And
That's
a lot of people who growing organic food, they put a lot of chemicals in this plant, which is for organic, plants. And a lot of people think that when they eat organic, is not with chemicals.
no, because
Uh,
in organic you can also have GMO seeds, and you can say it's
yeah,
organic, basically no pesticides, but they're giving you the GMO seeds. And for all the Bulgarians and Americans, you need to watch the video, The Seeds of Death, that is on YouTube documentary, and is explaining everything about the GMO, because there's still some people in Bulgaria that do not want to believe the GMO is bad, and they're promoting it and nobody cares. Actually, is you need to watch that video, The Seeds of Death, and it's gonna of death, and it's gonna show you everything medically, and what it does in the body and how toxic that is. So you guys do an incredible job. I never really thought of it of organic, and you're talking about natural food, which is actually even better definition of what the food should be. And in your YouTube channel and in your site, whatever you do, you show actually your methods and how you actually cultivating and what you're doing. I've seen a lot of videos of that. So everybody that needs to follow you, they can see how you guys doing everything. I've seen you going to the farmers itself, and you are showing the facility and how everything is everything made. Uh, in that journey, did you have any opposition for what you're trying to do with plumbing your partner in that incredible journey?
yeah. Actually, uh, different kind of people. So you know that not everyone uh, want to eat proper food. A lot of people are smoking. A lot of people drinking alcohol. A lot of people take narcotics, and this kind of people don't want to eat healthy. You know, they don't want to help other people, farmers. Our society is on different paths. So our path is to help the local farmers, to help to our country, to growing our economy, to learn our kids on a real history, on how to to eat proper food, how can they have to sport as well. So now I have a lot of connection with other Bulgarians in Europe and Germany, in Netherlands and Spain, because a lot of people are living in those countries. So they need proper food as well. They called me and said,
Mhm.
"Please, Galin, how can we, uh, sell this food in our shops in Spain, in Germany, and whatever." And
And
I
you're doing
said,
something for the kids, right? You were doing camps for kids, you know?
mhm.
You want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
this summer we're gonna make a camps for these kids, and because a lot of families who work in abroad, they want their children to feel the real life, the real
To
life.
connect back to their Bulgarian
Yeah,
heritage,
to
which was
connect with the land, to
lost.
connect with the village, to connect with the animals, because they live in the West, and they live in cities. They go to school. A lot of people from different kind of countries, different cultures. They don't speak proper Bulgarian, and they want their children to see uh, how they you know how their mother and father were their childhood, you know.
The ancestry,
Yeah,
and you want them to connect with. You may go, no matter where you go, you never forget your heritage. You know, you gotta respect your country that you go,
that's right.
because it still gives you attributes to become what you have become, no matter where you live around the world. And this is why I wanted to collaborate with you, to show everybody on my platform and in your platform what is possible for us to collaborate and really help in a cause to bring back Bulgaria to its sovereignty, because for the last 30 years it's been bleeding out because of that absolutely dark force that was allowed to roam around. And what I saw is that Bulgarians were so suppressed, the way you gave the example with the frog that was sitting in the water and the water is boiling more and more until it's completely
Yeah,
finished. Well, the same thing happened to the Bulgarian nation, and I don't think so. They really realized how bad is gotten. They went into their shelf. This is my experience that I saw. People kind of thinking they're not very united, maybe because of the pain. I even try to talk to elderly people around the buildings there. You know how you have these long buildings, and I try to tell them, how about we clean the yards between the buildings and make everything nice. And nobody wanted to do anything. There were excuses given to me. And I've realized that the power of the soul and that real hunger to become somebody has diminished because of so much suppression. And they tried to do something and they were completely suppressed and manipulated and taken away, because we have oligarchs running the country that they don't know how to create, they just know how to take. And that is the problem. They don't see that if you give enough to the people, they're also going to have enough. But that's not the case. And the agenda to all the platforms that are out of the country that are using our country is strategic. Bulgaria is strategic for their whatever they're trying to do. I got two messages, and I can play them here if you want to. I and thanks to Vasil that from Bulgaria that translated that and made that videos, you know. But basically, the Council of Nine into the audience, you know what I do, downloading information from. But to the Bulgarians, long time ago, Baba Vanga ended up helping me on my dream, appear in my dream, and after time when I start downloading information, she would appear a lot of times in my writings, in my dreams, and talk to me. But I never took it, personally like that, because, I just wanted to get out. Now you see what I do and what I teach. But I got messages for Bulgaria, and they were very heartbroken to me, because when I did the information, and you can find my information in Choco channel, or I did another channel with Nictarius, where I talk about the quantum structure of the realities. The message that came now for Bulgaria is that is not very promising, because of the conversion. They try to take the Bulgarian leva, and if the Bulgarian leva is taken and we move to different currency, that currency eventually will dissipate. And once we don't have Bulgarian currency, with that currency we can never attach to another currency, and you can have a very difficult time in Bulgaria.
and
They
also
literally
I wanna
very.
speak
Do you
about
know
the
more about that? If you want to comment
yeah
on that,
I want to speak about the digital euro,
yeah.
because uh, from next year they want to create a digital euro, and to make the people more um, like
Control.
cashless, cashless. They want to control the people with a digital euro. For example, I'm giving you my phone with my open bank account, and you can do whatever you want with my phone, with my money, with everything. And for example, you saw what's happened in Spain and Portugal, like 2 3 weeks ago, when the electricity stopped in these countries.
Total blackout, yeah.
Blackout, and the people go to ATMs, no cash, no nothing. So if you don't have cash in your pocket, who are you? When it's no electricity, no ATMs, no nothing.
Not
So
only this, I found out if you accept their currency, you are actually accepting their laws, and they can do whatever
yeah,
they
of
want.
course, yeah,
And this
yeah.
is where the control starts. And there were countries that in Europe that never,
we're
which
gonna repay
countries
their
never
loan.
said?
We're gonna repay their debts. That's the main reason they want to join this euro. Like for example, those countries have a big debt, big debt. So when we join in this union, you know, Euro Union, we are in the EU, but we don't have
Sovereignty
their
anymore.
their currency. So we have our own currency called leva. But for example, in Poland or Czechia or Hungary or Romania or Denmark, they don't go in euro. They stay on their own currency.
They
If
kept
the
the old
euro,
currency and they never accepted the euro currency.
of course, if the euro was very good for the economy, why they don't go in, why they don't join? Like for example, Great Britain. Great Britain vote for exit EU, and what's happened? They have has own currency called pound. They never accept euro, and now they want from us to go in this euro union and to take our money, because now we have a board from 1997, which is like around 40 $40 million. $40 million.
That's because President Trump,
Not million, sorry, $40 billion.
40 billion. President Trump ended up stopping everything, and now they have to starting to take and control from some other location. And what better way from Eastern European country when Bulgaria is very strategic. We have incredible riches in our land of resources, and they've been stealing these resources for so many years. The cartels are basically sitting on top, and they are selling everything they can possibly sell. Is like is
That's
their
right.
land, and they don't care what the people want.
That's
Everything
right.
in export and import from different stuff, and I found out that a lot of the food is being frozen for a very long time, or they were doing a lot of corruption in and out of the country when everything is happening, to the point that people, I don't think so they know what they're eating anymore.
And now they want to install on our land wind turbines and this house called sunny
Solar
tablets.
power, solar
Solar
powers.
powers, yeah.
Yeah.
Solar powers, yeah, that's right.
They're
Solar
still
powers
in
and wind
very
turbines.
good land that is fruitful
Mhm.
land with great soil, so they can put solar powers only for a couple of people. In the meantime, they're not allowing you or me or somebody else to put solar power in their roof, so you pay lower, like the way they do in
Yeah,
America and in other country. They want to tell you, no, I'm gonna take all this good land, I'm gonna put my own company, my own solar power, and you're gonna pay me as much as I tell you to pay. And this is where you guys gonna have no sovereignty, and somebody's gonna control you. That's why you need to
that's called
unite. We need to unite.
the modern slave.
The modern slave, that's right. And they were telling me, the Council of Nine was telling me that if we take the European money, you know, the euro, Bulgaria is going to fall into incredible depression that will take almost 10 years to basically get out of that depression. Is not going to annihilate us, but it's going to be, they're talking about like all time, like Surumashia, to that level, and they were saying, go to the villages. You gotta go to the villages. You gotta start the villages like little communities, the way you do in your village.
And how many people gonna lose their jobs, gonna lose the businesses, gonna lose their health, everything, and how many people gonna go to how many people gonna leave the country as well. So now we're around 6 million people, 6 million. After that, we're gonna be like, in 10 years, we're gonna be like 4 million people. Every day in our country, a lot of people dying for many diseases. We don't have proper doctors, because the good doctors with a lot of skills, they left the country as well. They go to America, they go to Australia, they go to Germany, different countries, because they mm, they make more money there.
One of the
Bulgaria.
best heart surgeons was Bulgarian, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And
And
the stories around him and the way things happen with him is just very sad. I'm not gonna get into details, but they were very, I must say, what a shame of how this man was treated and what they did to him. What a shame. And this is all because of money, corruption, and everything else. So it is time, Bulgarians, to unite no matter where we live and really start helping each other, because what I saw when I went to Bulgaria was very sad. People are into their shelves, most of the people I'm discussing, and
people lose their faith, actually. They
lose
don't
their
believe in
faith.
nothing.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't believe in
The
nothing,
faith
and
to fight.
they,
Why should I do something when that guy is gonna come in and again manipulate me?
yeah, and they're just standing and waiting for someone to save them, no?
It's not gonna happen this way. And I'm afraid that if we, the Council of Nine, I'm gonna play the two videos, so it's that video is like a couple of minutes each. So it goes into the platforms. But if we don't, we have a very little windows opportunity. This message is gonna be in Bulgarian, but you're gonna see English subtitles. If we don't take this window of opportunity right now, we're gonna have a big issue. And if we go to that depression, they talk about depression the way Surumashia all time ago, the way we were in the Ottoman Empire, to the point that you're gonna be pushed to go towards the villages and survive from there. And I'm hoping that this is not gonna be the case. But the second message that I got is that the people are still asleep and they're not waking up. Bulgaria will survive, but not until we go through a very challenging time, because for some reason we're not bringing enough power to really, really stop that craziness. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna play the two videos, so it's in a video when we share it. Okay, this is here. We're gonna go to my message, and one of it is here. This is my channel. You know that. You're gonna go to, I put it in Quantum Manifestation Season 8, and that is the first prediction for Bulgaria.
Hi, I'm Bert.
I apologize for the commercial.
My work isn't a
Приеме еврото for Bulgaria predictions. За България какво ще стане? От канцлера Девятка ще се даде какво ще стане за България, ако България приеме еврото като валута и загуби българската лева като валута. Няма да може да издържи и ще има падане на икономиката, и това ще доведе до много трудни моменти в България, до сиромашия, където след време
ще трябва 10 години, докато България почне да стъпва пак на краката си. Това е предсказанието от канцлера на девятката. И сега на 10 май 25 година се даде друго предсказание, продължение. Ако България казаха, че 70% от вероятност е това да стане, значи се е събрало прекалено много народ, който не прави нищо по въпроса, за да спре тези олигархи. И това е предсказанието, което е допълнително за ситуацията в България. И е като предсказание, като стихотворение, като мъка, все едно плаче, като сълзи, така ми говориха. И това е предсказанието за България. Упусти се България. Срамно народни живееше, но беше дар сиромаха. Преднат и добър приятел в нужда, а сега пълно отчуждаване. Срамно държание, ум превзет от срамни мисли и деяния. Това е от 70% от поколението. Страх в стария народ и мъка, отчаяние в възрастните хора, болка им в душата и бедност в домашните им мигове. Тъжна майка плаче, родината млада, тихо ветрецът се мъчи по планините, водите, езерата са бедни, доносни от сълзите на хора. Народ безлюден, от мисли за дар и помощни честни. Чистотата е пустош. Сиромашко време ще навлезе, че народ нов да излезе от миналото време, хайдути големи. Сродници братя, полето да се върне, земята да се поеме, пречистено от сълзите големи. Мутрински гаври, гарки ще ги ядат. Кръв ще им се пролива от техни тела и техните мисли. Животните плачат, вият от болки. Песни заплачат, миналото откриват. Плевел по животни ще се яви по телата им. Млякото ще бъде сиво, закърсено от бич. И замърсено от бич ще се яви по много народ. Кръвно, сиромашко време ще настъпи, като мизерство от турското сиромашко време. Народ ще плаче, бичува, но те сами забравиха дар, душа и любов към земя, родина и съдружник. Българио, мила, сега е време да се урок поеме, сега е време да се ум съвземе, обедини и дар път да поеме, че планините, водите, езерата и народа да се поеме с дар, на слуга вече да не бъде клан и кланица народ да не се даде. Помни, майчинските ще се останат. Бъдеще ще се промени. Народ да се събуди. Бич ще се даде. След 7 години от сега ще започне да се съвзема и нов ум, нов народ, нови юнаци ще се явят, че земята да се отдъхне, реките да се върнат и злото да се удави в своите помии. Кръв ще се пролее, народ ще плаче и ветрушка ще има. Но по селата слънцето ще изгрее, вода ще излиза и земята ще е плодородна, където страхи ще има живяха вашите баби, вашите дядовци. Още имате тези знания. То е във вашата сила, във вашето ДНК. Поемете труда, поемете дарението, поемете помощи. Ще се настъпите във времето, където това знание от съдружие ще ви се спаси. Нека светлина да се яви за дар приятел и дар човек. Това е за България. Благодаря на всички и Бог да пази България. Марина Jacobi и канцлера на Дигянката. Май 20 години.
Да, всъщност това беше едното и другото, което днеска Доди беше, вчера всъщност Доди и беше, че канцлера на девятката провери колко проценти какво са прави и казаха, че не е достатъчно. Аз мога да го пусна видеото, но по-добре да се приказваме. И казаха, че не е достатъчно и че пак говореха за селата и говореха, че 7 години черешите няма да дават плодородност. Нали, по това време. Дали го каза като символика или наистина нещо да стане, но ми говорят от 7 до 10 години, ако ние влезем в това евро. Ако влезем в еврото и не се успее това нещо да стане, да знаете, трябва да се отиде и да се подготвят селата и то от сега нещо да се направи. По принцип това трябва да го направим. So we have to really go and really do whatever is necessary. To all the Americans, I want to just say that the second message that was there, they were talking about 7 years, they will not be cherished. And if we go into the euro, there will be a lot of problems.
This is the moment to tell the people that on 31st of May, this Saturday, 12 p.m. Bulgarian time, we're gonna go outside to protest against this euro in every city, in every village in our country.
Again, what was the day? The 31st of May?
31st of May, yeah.
Where?
12 p.m. In every city.
12 p.m. in every city. And you're
Yeah,
gonna find the
even-
information for that in your website?
Yeah, in my page actually in Facebook. They can
Zlatna
find
Bulgaria?
more information. Yeah, they can find more information. And also, we have a lot of people who live abroad and they go to protest in front of every embassy, Bulgarian embassy in every country. So like in Great Britain, Germany, even in the US, I think.
Yes, yes. It's very challenging times.
Same time in every embassy, Bulgarian embassy abroad and in Bulgaria as well, in every city, in every village. So it's very important. Every Bulgarian go outside and protect the leva because our currency is very strong now, and anyway we have a connection with the euro from 1997. Anyway, our left is connected with the euro, but this board, which is more than $40 billion, the board is our garant that we have a stability in our left. And for example, if EU economic bankrupt or going to decrease in every
Declare
year,
bankruptcy.
yeah, we can take our left and connect to dollar or any other strong currency, because
And we'll survive this way.
we have different options. But if we go in this euro, if we connect, if we if we leave, if we delete our left, like in Greece, what's happened in Greece when they take euro, when they connect with the euro, they had the drachma, and when they leave their drachma, they connect with the euro, and they have a lot of debt now, more than I think billions of euro debt. And what's happened? Other countries going to Greece and said, okay, why you don't pay your debt? We don't have any money to pay this debt. Okay, we're gonna take our assets, and now they have a lot of assets from Greece, ports, land, everything, you know. And now we're gonna take this euro, we're gonna sell our left, and we're gonna take loans from the EU. And when we don't have money to give this money back to them, we're going in debt.
They're
Debt.
gonna own Bulgaria. They're gonna own
Yeah,
Bulgaria if this happens.
and then they're gonna come to Bulgaria and ask for money to pay this debt. And we're gonna say, sorry, we don't have this money. And they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna take your ports in Varna and Burgas, we're gonna take your airports, we're gonna take your land, we're gonna install wild turbines and solar panels in our land.
Or
And
you're gonna
that's it.
produce the toxic waste for us.
Of course. They're gonna
They're
take
already
our
doing
nuclear
something
power.
like that in certain areas. I think
That's
they're
the main
already
reason
selling
they
the
want
country.
to, yeah, that's the main reason they want we to join to this EU and to take their EU currency. That's why on 31st of May, on 12 p.m., we're gonna go in every city in Bulgaria and in front of every Bulgarian embassy abroad, we're gonna protest because we want a referendum. We want a vote, like in Great Britain.
The people
they
to
vote
vote for what should
yeah,
be.
the people want to be here. That's it. We
And
want
what
our
is your
vote.
idea? What the people want in Bulgaria?
More than 85%, they want to protect our left. They don't want euro. More than 85% of the people.
More than 85% want to protect the Bulgarian currency and protect our sovereignty. That's right.
Yeah.
But simply people are being so suppressed and it's almost like nobody knows what's really happening. So we really need to unite and
And
really.
I wanna tell one more thing. They from EU Parliament, from Brussels, they give to our Parliament 10 million euro for for just for marketing, you know. Every day on radios, TVs, social platforms, everywhere, they told the Bulgarians that euro is coming to Bulgaria. Euro is very good for Bulgaria. It's very good for economic, you know. That's 10 million euros.
So somebody is
For propaganda.
sponsoring the
For
Bulgarian.
propaganda.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Bulgarian social media, mainstream social media, so they can take their narrative and discuss
Yeah.
whatever, for example, from the European Union they want. So basically, it's like perpetual motion of brainwashing the society. So they kind of said,
That's
"Oh, okay, it's not a big deal, you know, because then you have different
yeah,
politicians."
we're gonna become rich, no problem.
Yeah, no problem. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be safe this way.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the propaganda from the EU leaders. You know, how you gonna like the EU when the European leaders are with the Bulgarian mafia? You know.
And how do we
So,
know that they're
for
with the
example,
Bulgarian mafia?
yeah, for example, the European leader, which is called Ursula von der Leyen, come to Bulgaria with Boyko Borisov, you know, and they create them. they create this party, GERB, it's called GERB. They create this party, political party in Bulgaria. They control the mafia in Bulgaria. So the people, a lot of people tell me, okay, why you want to leave the EU? Why you don't want to be a
Part of all this.
European country?
Yeah.
European country. What European country? With who? With European leaders who control the mafia and protect the mafia in our country. When they stole our land, when they don't build motorways, nothing.
Yeah, the infrastructure is just
The
terrible.
infrastructure is very bad in
Terrible.
Bulgaria. Very bad, terrible. We don't have everywhere is holes everywhere.
I heard a lot of situation. I don't want to go in pointing fingers in people because I wasn't there, and we want to focus on really connecting with each other and start helping. I think only this way, with the stuff you do and your stuff that you're doing and the stuff, for example, I'm trying to spread out, we got to unite to start really helping. And the most important thing is we can come to any type of show, we can talk whatever we want to talk, and we can be very spiritual or very patriotic when we do the videos, but the true core of how we're gonna really resolve this, if we physically take an action and physically do something about it, to unite, go to the villages, start protecting the villages, start building stuff, create a little community villages that everybody is helping each other out, not only you producing for
Yeah.
yourself, but produce for your neighbor and connect with each other. So it becomes this infrastructure of homestead that is actually interdependent and helping each other out. So you have this big dome of infrastructure that is basically self-sustainable.
Our land in Bulgaria is like 3% of the land in everywhere in the earth. We have the best land. You know, other countries they don't have a land like us. For example,
Yeah, we
if you
have the
go in
ocean and
Africa,
the everything,
if
yeah,
you go in Arab, Arab countries,
in the
they have
desert.
only sand, deserts. That's it. We have good land with water, with trees, with
The microbes, they
so
were
many
talking about the
animals.
microbes in the land, and when
Of
they
course, yeah,
poisoning the land right now, they're killing these microbes that are very imperative for basically say
yeah,
sustainable and natural products, the way in fruits and
of course.
vegetables, the way you were talking.
So our fight is with this kind of people who want to destroy our country. And not only our country, they want to destroy and control everything.
But they're not patriots. These people are not patriots anymore because they can basically they kind of took the country. This is mine. I can control. They sell everything and they live abroad, or
Yeah,
if they live there, they
for
live in
them,
their own castle compound that they think they're invincible. But everybody's forgetting that God is in almighty power, and the final judgment will come upon, because they no longer have the frequency through the heart. They don't recognize that, and the new Bulgaria will be born from the patriotic hearts of the Bulgarian people when we unite. And I promise you that reality exists. We just have to unite and physically take our sovereignty back in order to create it, to see it. So
I'm
do
very
you have
happy
a
that
final words for everything we talk about?
yeah, I'm very happy that we know each other, and I want to tell not only to Bulgarians, to Americans as well, and to people who watch us from everywhere. Uh, we're gonna start to unite from in every country, in every village, in every city, because this is fight for our lives. This is fight against the modern slave. This is fight against the digital euro, dollar, digital currency, everything. So if we don't go back to our lands, if we don't go back, if we don't go back to the animals, to to our own villages, cities. We're gonna be just like the robots in the companies, in the big cities, in the apartment. We're gonna go to work, back, sleep, digital currency, and watch televisions, and that's it. We're gonna
Total
lost
modern
ourselves.
slave, completely.
That's the modern slave. So my message to everyone is to keep fighting, unite with the people who want to fight, and we're gonna win. Like we won against those empires, like Roman Empire. We fight against the Roman Empire. We fight against Ottoman Empire. We fight against Mongol Empire, and we won. We're gonna win this battle as well.
Yes, and I hope the road for that win is not very rocky, but the way I see through the messages, maybe something like this is needed to the young generation and the people, so we wake up and really
Yeah.
that power from the Bulgarian soul rises up, where we really need to take our sovereignty back. And we're not promoting here violence, we're talking uniting by combining and protesting
That's
the
right.
grotesque behavior, unite us in villages and start making communities, so we want a peaceful but strong, unity where we can stop this movement. And believe me, this is what Baba Vanga was talking. Bulgarians, from out of the country, because it doesn't matter where you live, we can unite and we can do everything possible, because even when we live abroad, we still have that power within us to fight and to do everything possible in the name of the place that we were born. So to everybody, thank you so much for watching. Galin, thank you so much. You're incredible
Thank you.
patriot for the Bulgarian nation. I'm very proud, like a Hercules. Remember I was talking? But you are the one Bulgarian Haidutin that they were talking about in the messages, that you and Plumbin, I want to say for your partner Plumbin, he's doing an incredible job too, to all your organization and everybody from the Bulgarian nation and people that are opening the stores and uniting. I want to thank you so much for everything you do. This is the time to be a patriot. Thank you so much for physically doing the work for everybody. And thank you, Galin, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Добре ли е?
Да, перфектно стана.
Чакай сега, на телефона да се чуми, че не знам дали прачи recording still.
Добре.
Okay.